we had breakfast that morning. We were talking about a couple business ideas I had, and when I went by that afternoon, I went in and he was laying on the couch asleep. It was late. It was probably about 6 o'clock or something. I'd got off work and went by there, and he was just laying on the couch. I didn't think anything about it, and went in and talked to Mom. And I was talking to her. And she said, "Well, yeah, your dad's heart got to bothering him." I don't remember a whole lot more till down there at the hospital, and then I don't remember much till the next day. That night when we were there, it was basically, it's just surreal. It's like you're in a cloud, and we were just in a cloud. It was almost an out-of-body experience. It seems like, looking back at it now, that's what it was like, because there are details I don't remember, and then details that are just so vivid. It wasn't that I didn't ever think that God was there, but I was mad at him. I was mad. I couldn't understand, well, and it's a question everybody has. If you're really a good God, why'd you do this? I was really at a point where I was enjoying my dad. You just gradually begin to realize that, hey, sometimes things happen, and that's the way they're supposed to be, and you kind of move on. You can say friendships kept me going, the church kept me going. After I calmed down and realized, then faith kept me going. And most people, that would be immediately where they turn. That's immediately where you turn. If when things like that, when, of course, not to that magnitude, but when something bad happens, now I rely on my faith. At that point, I was pretty immature as far as my faith, as far as my spiritual journey goes. I was a lot more immature, so it wasn't as easy to turn to faith. I didn't realize that's where I could turn, and now I realize that, and it would, if I had that to do all over again, with the experience I've got now, it would be a whole lot easier. You realize that you can trust Him. You realize that even though it wasn't what you were looking for, what you expected, you can still trust God. You don't learn it from the experience. You learn it from life after the experience. It's funny, you don't learn anything from the experience. You learn it from all the things that take place after the experience. That's the land between. That's where, that's when you realize that you have to trust people, but ultimately you have to trust God.